This is your trading recap for Thursday, September 7th, 2023. Let's get into it. So to start the day, I really wanted to preface that it basically was the first day of 10 new evaluations account with Apex. I went for the 50,000. I wanted max trail down. And for me, I wanted to really reduce my size. What's been getting me lately is over trading and oversizing. So I thought, let's do a bunch of small accounts, trade one contract each, maybe a two, and see how we do. So it's still trading. I've got 10:03 a.m. Mountain Time, so lunch hour on the East Coast. So we can get into it. Obviously, first thing that happened in the morning is we kind of hit the low of the day, quick flush down. And I really kind of was seeing some things that were telling me, hey, let's get going. Let's get onto the upside a little bit. Even though the trend's down, I felt some momentum to the upside. You can see here, I had about a 1 minute hold time with some pullback. But when I kind of saw we were coming back up, I did some adding, got out here for a nice profit, and kind of felt like we were going to run. Didn't catch the runner, but caught profitable trades, and that's most important. You can see total, I traded 8 contracts per account. So right here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So half of my trading was done within the first 10 minutes or so of the morning. Then I had a couple more contracts. Again, I thought we were going up. Experienced a similar flush with my first contract, but again, happy with it because I didn't panic. And I added when we kind of got back to even because I felt like we were going to 27. It took a little bit longer than anticipated. I think I was stopped out on these 2 contracts, but then I took a final shot to 27. It ended up taking us there, but for me, I wanted to book profitable trades and not worry about getting the home runs today. So being about $100 away from my goal, I stepped away from the screens for a bit and helped with my family and had one more trade. And on this swoop up, I'm going to show you the ticks that kind of gave me confidence that this was going to go even higher. So I'm going to bring that chart in here a second, but captured my 100-point move, 5 points, 1 contract, hit my target 500 for the day, and disciplined enough to call it a day, not chasing anymore. Now let me show you on the ticks. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with ticks, but basically all this is a calculation on the entire NASDAQ at any given time, how many stocks are going up versus how many are going down. If you're below the zero line, more stocks are ticking down than ticking up. But what I like to do early in the morning is kind of try to see a trend, so try to draw an early channel. And what gave me confidence in buying that last contract and going for it was, okay, we see the low, and that kind of creates my channel. And this creates my upper end. And we have a low, and then we have a high that gets us right to zero line, and we sell off. And so I was watching this area from this previous level. So our stock's going to continue to kind of tick down, or we're going to get some responsive buying. I would obviously kind of looking for a bounce here. But when I saw the bounce kind of come in right in this area, when this tick started to go, that's when I got into my entry. And as you can see, it continued on from that previous chart. I did have one other trade in Amazon, and let me pull that up here for you guys. So here we are in Amazon. This is a 1 minute chart. We had news, if you guys remember the initial sell-off, why we were down at the open. Apple had some news that apparently China was going to try to kind of cut out iPhone sales within the government and within organizations that it can control. But however, everything sold off, and so you saw immediate buying in Amazon. And I felt like once we started into value area, let me give you a quick rundown of what you're looking at on my chart. This is a value area from yesterday. You have value area high and low, and in the middle, the white dash line is the POC for yesterday, point of control, where the most volume traded. You have these yellow lines. We'll just shrink this up so you can see the upper yellow line. So this is yesterday's high. We have yesterday's low, so we opened below yesterday. You can see we actually opened one deviation below the value area from yesterday. Couldn't open more perfectly. We flushed down, and then you saw immediate buying. And really for me, my entry came in once we kind of started heading into the value area. I thought this should be an easy target. And I thought about taking a couple contracts off, but kind of held on and really played it up to the high of this value area and took off the trade. Profitable trade, quick trade, and you can see it kind of kept going, and we are still trading right now. But holding the value area from yesterday makes a lot of sense because the news is really unrelated to Amazon. But that's your recap. I really thank you for being here. We'll get you another recap. We'll do another, sorry, I just want to make sure you guys can see me. We'll do another recap tomorrow. No live trading tomorrow. We're going to continue with just the recaps. But thanks a lot for being here.